For NOLA.com, the Tom speaking, and Jarrett Rosa here with 2018 Scotlandville running back Trenton Charles. Already getting some college attention with all these juniors. The seniors just had that huge class go through, and now a lot of you rising seniors, rising juniors are getting your attention. What's that been like for you to already be hearing from some schools as you're still finishing up your sophomore year?
First off, I want to say I'm proud of my seniors for making it out. But I didn't really think I would be in the situation this early because of my size. A lot of people told me just to run track. But I had great coaching. I had a great team behind me. And I guess talent shows through regardless.
You got the Jackson State and the Howard offers. What were your reactions like, I guess, when you got those first scholarship offers?
It was a shock because I didn't really think they were going to be offering me as a sophomore because they were offering some of my older teammates. And when they called me, I was like, man, y'all offering me? Because, I didn't really think I was, doing my thing like that. I was just playing ball.
Yeah. And you've heard from some other schools, too. I guess let's start with the visit over to LSU and getting a chance to talk to Coach Chaluk. You mentioned you're sitting there with Clyde, and Clyde makes sure that he knows, he's well aware of who you are. What was that conversation like?
Yeah, Coach Chaluk's a nice guy. I talked to him a little bit when he was at LA Tech, but he had came to talk to us while we were eating our lunch, and Clyde was like, "You talking to me, but why you trying to get me here? I'm trying to get him here with me,
Yeah.
Because he watched me play a couple times. I watched him play, and it was just like a mutual. You help me get out, I help you get out.
And then Clyde ends up shouting you out on the radio on Monday afternoon. What was that like to hear him give you that level of praise in that type of setting?
I mean, it was good to hear. Clyde's a great dude, great athlete. But I think he's an even better person than he is an athlete. And it helped me out knowing that me and him going after the same goal.
Okay. So obviously Clyde's impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson State, Howard, those coaches, some of the other coaches that have shown interest, what have been some of the things that they have said? As you mentioned, you had some people maybe that told you should focus on track and stuff like that. What have these college football coaches said about you and what they see from you as a football player, not just at this level, but then maybe at their level in a couple of years?
A lot of them told me, look, I know you're small, but you still got time to grow. But besides your size, you're a great athlete. You can run. You can do things that most running backs are not going to be able to do. So, yeah, you're small, but then again, someone has to actually put their hands on you to stop you in the first place.
Who have been some of the other schools that you've heard from that we were just talking about also?
ULL, Southern Miss, Texas Tech, Stanford sent me some stuff, and, of course, the boys from the boot with LSU.
And to say that you're getting some attention from Stanford, part of that is the academics are certainly on point.
Mm-hmm.
What I guess tell some folks about some of that stuff, just where you stand academically and kind of your focus in terms of the classroom stuff.
Well, in academics, I have a 4.5, but I always wanted to go to Stanford because I knew it had a good blend of both academics and athletics, and it's always been academics first, always.
Yeah. When was the first time that you thought about Stanford? You say about always wanting to go. Do you remember about how old you were when you first thought that would be a place that you might want to be?
I had to be like 5, and I was watching them play. I was like, man, it look fun over there, because it's way out there in California. It looked fun over there. And I was like, and my dad was like, yeah, they some smart people too, and he been pushing it ever since.
So what was the first mail or anything like that you got from them? What was the reaction like to see something come for you from a school that you've been thinking about for 10 years?
I was happy, man, because I was like, they way in California. I'm down here in little old Louisiana, and they looking at me. They sending me stuff. And I'm like, man, I always wanted to go up there. And I feel like I can go over there and shine because it's not a bunch of big, overly physical athletic guys. It's just talent.
Mm-hmm. For folks that are still figuring out who you are, particularly as you mentioned, this all came sooner for you than you even necessarily expected it, still as a sophomore. For fans of some of these schools that start seeing your name kind of pop up, what can you tell them about you, whether it be as a football player or even just as like a young guy that might end up being a part of their school community and whatnot? A little bit about yourself, personality, anything like that.
I love football, so I'm always gonna work. Practice is not work. Practice is fun for me. It's just everything about football brightens my day. So if you want a football player, someone that's gonna enjoy football and give you the best he has every day, I'm the person.
There you go. Trenton Charles is that guy for 2018. Scotlandville running back, starting to get some attention. Got a couple offers already. A bunch more schools showing some interest. For NOLA.com, the Times Picayune, Jarrett Roser.